Hello guys and welcome to my show. This is Agile 3.0. I am your host Gajanan Chaudhary and today we will learn in ground level Agile 0.1 what exactly is there. So let's see guys what exactly there in our focus today. So first point is what exactly Agile is, Agile manifestos and Scrum guidelines, basically which we call principles. So what exactly Agile is? So guys, do you know what exactly Agile is? I heard lot many things from Agile point of view when I meet with lot many people. So let's see. So guys, this is basically the agile in a very simple language. If I want to tell you what agile is, so agile is basically a umbrella, and under agile, if you see, few things are popping up like crystal, lean, then Kanban, Scrum, ASD, XP, TDD, BDD, DDD. So these all are frameworks, guys. Now, what exactly these framework and what exactly Agile is? So basically, guys, Agile have a ground rules which we call as a principles. These are guidelines which are given by Agile, and like for every different project, we have a different working culture. Say for example, development team is working in development, operation team is doing operations, uh, DevOps team is merging the development and operation and uh, provided those product to client. If I say infrastructure team is basically working in infrastructure. They are working some sort of different manner. If I say disaster recovery team, then that team is again working differently. So every team, every project, every work is a different culture, different time set, different working hours, and different working aspects are there. So guys, this is the reason Agile provided guidelines by which you have to make your own framework and you have to utilize it to make your life more happy, more easy, and more heaven. Now what exactly framework is? So giving a little bit idea about framework, guys. So framework is nothing but a set of instruction how to work in your project smartly, how to provide the quality output from your product within a less time, and how to balance your work and life, personal life, in your entire project, in your entire work, and how to make happiness, how to increase your happiness while you are working in those kind of project. So if I say agile now, I'm giving you a little bit more information. So agile have different approach, but here I am showing you just two approach: lightweight approach and fuller approach. So in lightweight approach, we have some sort of framework. So if you see here, here is a list, guys, like Scrum is there, Lean is there, Kanban is there, XP, CI, CD, FDD, TDD, Crystal, and so on. And in fuller approach, so if I want to apply the agile in full project, in lightweight approach, whichever we seen, these are basically comes for team wise. Say for example, one team or more than one team, so 3 4 team is working under one project, I can apply this approach. But fuller approach means entire project I want to transform or transit through agile. In that case, how to transit it through agile? So there is a different framework, guys, like scrum of scrum is there, scrum at scale is there, large scale scrum which we call as a less, safe is there, dad is there, DSDM, agile PM, AUP, OpenUP, and so on. So these kind of approaches are available, guys, for fuller approaches areas. Now agile manifestos. So what exactly agile manifestos are? So there are four different agile manifestos, guys. Let's view it what exactly these manifestos are. So first manifesto is individuals and interaction over process and tools. So in traditional method, we run lot many process, we run lot many tools. There is a very little work, and we are investing our more time to follow the process, to apply, use the tools, to make the reports, and so on. But Agile says individual and interactions, if you do, you can manage your process and tools within a very less time frame. You do not require to invest more time for your work. Now second manifesto is working software over on comprehensive documentation. In traditional methodology, we are doing lot many documentation. Say for example, if a single line code I want to change, I have to manage the document for that, where exactly I made changes in that particular code, what exactly impact of that code in entire product, who has done that code change, why that code change is there, and blah blah blah, so on. So guys, Agile says you have to provide a working software in a very less documentation. Sometime need not required the documents also. Rather than using traditional method and utilize your more time in comprehensive document, use Agile for working software, make your life more easy. Now third manifesto is guys customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So guys, in traditional methodology, mostly what happens is when we applied a traditional methodology, there is a very less communication between client and development team, and this is the reason client mostly unhappy. They feel insecure with their product and with our company, with the development team also, because there is no interaction. They do not have faith on development team, they do not have courage about development team, they don't know what exactly our team is doing, and this is the reason contract negotiation comes into the picture. When we goes to apply for more areas of contract, or to get more and more business from that client, at that time client simply say no, because we have a very less faith on you, because there is no communication from your side. In Agile, if I go through manifesto, Agile says do lots of customer collaboration. Speak with your customer for individual and each and every requirement. Get the information from your client, what exactly clients thought for that particular information, how client want that particular things in their product. And by using this communication, client get to know what exactly development team is doing, what is their thought process, what is their understanding level. Based on this, slowly you are building up the client's confidence, faith on you, and by this way client feel happy, client feel relaxed, and you do not require to go and negotiate the contract, because client themselves comes to you and says, hey guys, you are working on our previous project, now we want something new in our rest of the product also, so can you work on it? So it comes from client side. You do not require to go to the client and ask client, do you have any business? No, client says we have a business, can you do the business with us? So this is basically the idea of Agile manifesto guys. And the final manifesto is responding to the changes rather than following a plans. So if I am following a plan, I am following like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. But responding a changes means we have a set of requirement, but suddenly client feels somewhere they required something new in their product. They may be required to change their previous requirement, or they may be add some new requirement. Giving a very simple example guys, Diwali festival is there, Christmas festival is there, New Year is there, client want to launch something new. For that, before 3 months client comes to you and say I want to add a few things in my requirement, and you have to provide this requirement on priority rather than the other requirements. So responding to such kind of changes and grab such opportunity is a Agile manifesto, rather than following a plan that we have a plan from your side, we have all the requirement and this is not fitted in our plan, so we will view it or work on this requirement later on. Client says thank you so much guys, tata bye bye, I do not require your service. We do not want this. So this is the reason, use Agile manifesto, respond to the changes which comes from client. Now Scrum guidelines. What exactly Scrum guidelines or what exactly Scrum principles are? So guys, there are 12 principles from Agile sides, and these principles are not the hard rule in Agile. If somebody told you that these are the hard rule from Agile, it's a myth, guys. These are not rule, these are the guideline, and guideline always guided us how to work in our current project. Now, most of the Scrum Master says they says that these are the agile rules, but the actual fact is these are guidelines, and because they says these are the agile rules, they follow each and every guideline. Guys, guidelines are there. It's a list of guidelines. Maybe few guidelines are not applicable for your project. You can bypass those things. If I am traveling through bicycle, and to my bicycle I am doing paddling, I am just keeping the handle in my hand and I am traveling. Now guideline says when you are traveling through cycle, you have to drive your cycle like this. When you are traveling through bike or through car, the guidelines are different, but the set of guidelines says we have the entire guideline how to travel using your vehicle from one destination to another destination. If I am trying to follow all the guidelines for my bicycle riding, I can't ride, I can't go. And this is the reason Agile says we have a 12 guidelines, but whichever are applicable for your project, just follow those guidelines. Rest of the guidelines you may bypass. Now guys, first guideline is satisfy the customer. So guys, basically speak with your customer, understand what exactly customer's viewpoint for their requirements, why customer has given those requirement, does customer analyze their requirement previously, what exactly they are expecting from you guys. Now welcome the changes. In between lot many changes client always send as per their thoughts, or as per their visits to other product or to other company or other organizational structures. So they adopt few good things and they want those things in their product, so they send a change request, enhancement request. Adopt those thing guys. Just welcome these changes, these enhancement whenever this comes from client. Prioritize these things from client and then work on these areas. You should not follow the complete plan guys every time. Agile says whichever is on priority, whichever is on needed basis, you have to work on those area first, release it to client so that client can continue their business and you can continue your work, and this cycle continuously going on guys. Now deliver frequently. Yes guys, when you got the all requirement, break the all requirement in smaller pieces, combine those pieces in some sort of sprints, like story 1, story 2, story 3, like this. How much you can sustain in one sprint, just adopt those things in your sprint and deliver those sprint by sprint. Sprint length is 1 week to 4 week, so you have to apply whichever is suitable for you structure, and after your every sprint deliver something shippable, something workable to your client for their revision, their reviews. When they reviews, if they satisfy, they provide you the approval. If they have any queries, they have any changes, they provide you the changes. Add those all changes in your third sprint, not in second sprint, because in second sprint you are working when client is verifying the first sprint delivered product. Okay guys, so like this you can deliver frequently to the client to gather, to grab their confidence, their communications, their happiness towards you. Now third fourth principle is work together. Yes guys, always work together, always work in a team manner. Agile says you have to work in your areas, as well as if somebody required from your team any help, help those guys. This is not like a traditional methodology that team leader assign me 10 tasks, my 10 tasks are completed and I am done. Now I am not ready to help anyone, because if I help anyone, maybe I am losing my credibility. This is not true, guys. If you are helping rest of the peoples, if you are working in team, then you are gaining your credibility more and more. When I am saying work together, work in a team wise, at that time discuss your different views with your teams, with your leaders, with your scrum master, with your product owners. Get the answers from these guys, get the answers from your seniors. If you are facing some problem somewhere, the roadblockers, immediately shout, immediately raise your voice that I am facing issues here. If this issue is not resolved, maybe my deliveries will hamper, and by using this you may achieve the goal on time, by getting the help from rest of the team members also, guys. Now, trust and support, guys. Always trust in your team. This is a team where if you trusted on each other, you may gain more and more profit, you may gain more and more success, more and more appreciations, not only for client, from client, but even from organization also. Guys, face to face conversation, guys, do not speak behind somebody. Always speak face to face. If somebody is doing mistake, just go and tell them you are doing mistaken, these things goes like this. If somebody is doing very good things, just go and appreciate it. Yeah, you are doing very good things, this should go like this only, so we are appreciating these things. So guys, face to face conversation, always do face to face conversation, and do not mind if somebody says that you are working wrongly. Just listen that person. If you are correct, just provide your point also and convince that person how you are correct, or you have to accept the person's what saying you to correct you in your working areas, guys. Now, working software, like every delivery should go with a shippable product, and every shippable product is a something workable in end product. Say for example, if I am identified 10 tasks in my sprint, but only I can complete 5 tasks at the end of sprint, I have to provide that 5 completed tasks which are tested, which are workable to my client. That things we call as a working software, guys. Now, sustainable development, yes guys, sustainable development is always essential there. So estimate your point, estimate your efforts, and then grab the work for your sprint, guys. Your invested time in your invested estimates, your invested thoughts, everything is very important when you are grabbing some sort of work for your sprint. Now, continuous attention, yes guys, definitely when you are working on some sort of task and when you are planning your sprint, at that time identify few things which you want to complete in your next few sprint. By this way you are in continuous attention, not only with product owner but even with client also. If you required any query, any suggestion, you have to immediately raise it to scrum master or product owner and ask them to provide you the answer of your queries or your suggestion. It is good or bad, whatever it is, but get the reply from client side. So continuous attention is there. Maintain a simplicity, yes guys, definitely. You do not require to do the lots of reports, lots of documentation and lots of presentation. Just keep it simple, keep it simple and stupid, guys, and represent it to your product owner and your client, guys. Which things are very simple, mostly acceptable most of the time by client and even product owner also. So whichever deliveries you are doing, just maintain the simplicity of your each and every release. 11th principle is self-organizing team. Guys, don't wait for your product owner or scrum master to come to you and says you have to work on this area, you have to work on those area. No guys, you are king, you are the king of team. So you have to identify which work you can do much betterly. Just identify that work, nominated your name for that particular work to your product owner and scrum master, and tell them that I am going to do this work in this sprint, I required this much time to complete this work, and the entire responsibility is mine for this particular work. By this way, guys, organize your team. If anybody required some sort of help to release their work or to complete their work, just help them. Do not wait for anybody that anybody will come to you and says some person required your help and you have to go and help them. No, guys, you have to go. Guys, it's your family. Like in your home, when you are living with your father, mother, sister, brother, with your wife, with your children, at that time, are you required to ask somebody that, hey man, you have to work like this, you have to eat like this, you have to sit like this, you have to watch the TV like this, you have to read the newspaper like this? No, you are doing all these things as per your mindset. So this is also our team is our home, guys. These all team members are our family, and you have to work in your team like your family. So guys, self-organizing team is always required. Now, final and 12th principle is reflect the adjustment. Guys, sometimes we required adjustment in work wise, in culture wise, sometime team wise also. So sometime maybe you says that you have identified some work, you have estimated, but suddenly something occurs, uncertainty which are unidentified, and you are just identified these things. Now you have to adjust your work as per your time convenience, or you have to request somebody to help you, so they have to adjust their working time and they have to provide you the help. This is vice versa calculation, guys. You also have some time, somebody will require help from your side, so you have to adjust your work and you have to help that person. So adjustment is always there, guys, but never think that I have adjusted for for some person, so I had done something great work. No, guys, you have adjusted because it's a teamwork, and when you are adjusting for somebody, at that time somebody will adjusting their time, their work for you, and they come to you and they help you rigorously. So this is the reason, guys, reflect and adjustment is always there. Guys, we will continue our video in next part. So thank you so much till this video, and have a nice day.